Hello, can you hear my voice, Rishikesh? Rishikesh, hello. Okay, so see, today we are going to discuss an important topic in the model number 2, that's are the comparators. Okay, so these are the comparators. In the previous class also I have explained regarding the comparators, what is the comparators and what principle does the comparators work. So see, the comparators are nothing but the measuring instruments, okay, for the mass production. These types of comparators are being used for comparing. Okay, so these comparators are being compare, okay, just when you compare one object with then another objects, so that is called as a comparison. When you use a measuring instrument for comparing any one object with the standard object is called as an comparators. Okay, so there are so many different types of comparators are there. Mechanical based comparators are there and pneumatic based comparators are there. So we are going to discuss in this module some of the few comparators which works on the mechanism as well as which also works on the pneumatic based principles. Okay, so the different comparators are there, that all we are going to study now. Now first we will start with the comparators, that is a mechanical reed type comparator. Now you can see this is a color diagram of the 3D diagram of an mechanical reed comparator is there. Okay, in this you can see over here the workpiece is there. Okay, we will go with the deep construction, then we will go further. So I will share the notes. In that notes you can have the 2D diagram, okay, by which you can understand, see the components which are there, by which you can understand and go through that one. Okay, wait, I will check another. Now you can see over here there are the, you can see in this diagram, can you see this diagram, reed mechanical reed type comparator, can you see on your screen? Diagram is visible. Okay, now you can see over here, so these types of comparators are used for comparing the dimension, okay, for the mass production industries where the thousands of components are to be measured, okay, daily, okay, or the production is there, so that production components are daily has to be measured, or thousands of components, and that measured components are been dispatched to the particular industry where the requirement is there. For that reason, by taking a dimensions, okay, dimensional measuring instrument, it takes a lot of times and it is a lengthy procedure. For that reason the comparators are been invented. Okay, so how this comparators works and what principle this works, construction and the working principle, that's all we are going to study. Now first of all we go with the mechanical reed type comparator. Okay, so you can see in this diagram there are the two comparator, one, there is a one single comparator is there. Okay, this is a mechanical reed type comparator. Now you can see over here there is a standard is there. Standard means what? A fixed a dimension, okay, or the accurate dimension whose upper surface, bottom surface all are flat. Okay, but you can see over here there is another workpiece is there whose upper surface is been zigzag one. Okay, okay, or a flat one. Just you are going to compare this workpiece dimension with this standard by the help of this comparator. Okay, so this is how the comparator is been used. Now let us see how the comparators work. Okay. Now in this you can see the construction over here. Now you can see the construction over here. So this is what it is called as an, you can call it as a spindle. Okay, this one may be the, you can call it as a spindle, or it is an plunger. Okay, this plunger or the spindle movement is in upward and downward direction. Okay. Okay, this plunger movement is in upward and downward direction. Now this plunger is connected to two links. Okay, you can see over here, this is a half link at the left side of over here. You can see it is a fixed link, and this half link is an movable link. Okay, and at the middle you can see the green color and the red color. These are called as in reeds. What do you mean by the reeds? Mechanical reeds. The reeds is a long supporting shaft. It is a long supporting shaft. Okay, and this is what the spindle, or you can tell as a plunger. For this, both the reeds you can see in the vertical in the red color, there are two reeds are there, is connected with one needle, and over here there is a deflection scale is been given. So these comparators in the previous class also I have explained, work on the magnifying procedure. What is the magnifying procedure? Okay, magnifying procedure means what? If there is a small movement, you can or amplifying procedure. Just you can see the amplifier is used for the sound box. Just now in previous class I have given the example. If there is a small discharge of the sound is there, that has to amplified increase. If 100 watt sound is coming out, that you have to amplify to 1500 watt. So there is an amplifier is required which converts the low frequency to an high frequency, then the sound can come out in a higher amplifying manner or amplitude manner, higher range manner. Like this way only, there is a small plunger is there. Okay, this plunger movement is very small, but it allows this needle to move in a larger range. Okay, allows this needle to move in a larger length. Like this way, a small spindle or the plunger movement makes a is been used for checking the surface checking of the workpiece. A small movement of the plunger makes the larger movement of an reading scale or any other mechanism in this comparator. So this is why it is called as an amplifying or magnifying. Amplifying or magnifying the movement is been worked in the mechanical comparators. Any comparators, if you take there are different types of mechanical comparators in which the same procedure is been applied or the same process is been applied. Okay. Now next, what is happening now, how to check the what is the procedure. Okay, just now you see the construction of the mechanical reed comparator. Now you will see what is the procedure, on what basis this works, and how does this comparators works, or you can tell how the comparators operate. Okay, in operation or the working, first of all you can see in this diagram over here, the comparator is been checked with a standard specimen, and with the standard specimen you have to select the range. Okay, whatever the range is there, from this to this range, from this to this range the needle is moving, that means 0 to 10 or 20, in this range the needle is moving. That means what, the workpiece should also moves. Okay, during the comparison the workpiece should also move from 0 to 20, then within this range or within this limit the surface of the workpiece is okay. if it pass beyond the 20, okay, beyond the 20 plus 20 or the minus 20, so that the workpiece is 0, sorry, rejected, the workpiece is not used, it has been removed out from the selected workpiece. Okay. So, like this way the comparators work. Then after doing with the standard the checking the range, then the workpiece is kept below. Over here you can see the workpiece is been kept below the plunger, and the plunger is been passed through the upper surface of the workpiece. Now you can see in this diagram there is a zigzag surface is there of that workpiece, the flat surface is not there compared to the standard workpiece. So, at that in this situation what happens, the movement of the plunger, the movement of the plunger is been moved in upward downward direction. So, the movement of the plunger is been, okay, in upward and downward direction, the plunger moves in upward and downward direction. As the plunger moves in upward and downward direction, the moving link is there. So, this is what the moving link which is connected to the horizontal rigids, which also moves. If the plunger goes down, the if the plunger goes down, where if there is a hole or the cavity is there on the upper surface of the workpiece, the plunger moves down, as well as this link also comes down. When this links comes down, this rigid movements also changes. Okay. Once this rigid movement changes, the vertical rigids also change. Once the vertical rigid change, which is connected to the needle position is also going to be change over here, by which where the needle comes and stop over there, okay, it displays on the scale. Then again for the next round it went where is the shallow mark is there, if it is, okay, if there is an hole, so the movement the plunger come down. When there is a upper level extra material is there, at that moment what happened, the plunger moves at the upper side, okay, and this link also moves in upper side, and this rigids also moves in upper side, and this also moves in a this direction. When it comes in a down direction, the needles moves over here. Okay. So, by this way you can get the range of an upper surface of the workpiece, and by with the help of this range you can get the exact uh, what you can say, the range of the surface finish dimensions. Okay. Then you have to compare with the standard surface range dimension. If it is within the limit, then the workpiece is okay. If it is beyond the limit, then the workpiece is been rejected. Okay. By like this way the inspection of the upper surface is done by mechanical reed type comparators. Okay. I hope you have understand. Now next we will go with the another comparators. You can see this is a diagram of a dial indicator. Okay, dial indicator comparators. I will go further how the dial indicator comparators works. Okay. Now we will go. Oh. Just a minute, I am removing the page by mistakenly, it was been gone. Can you see the notes on your screen? PPT. Which one it is? Johnson. So say hello, can you hear my voice? Okay, so the next comparator is a Johnson microcator. Okay, so this is a Johnson microcator was been invented by the H. Abramson. Okay, so the movements which are been occurs over here, so that are also be called as an Abramson movement, because he was one of the scientists who have uh, invented this type of micrometer, micrometer, Johnson micrometer. Okay, and for the comparison of an workpieces. Okay, now you can see over here, slightly I will show the two diagrams. Same thing is there in this Johnson micrometer. First, the range is been selected by the standard. Can you see in this diagram? The standard is there over here. That standard is nothing but the standard workpiece is there. Okay, at the bottom where the plunger is there. Can you see the standard? Can you see the diagram? Please reply. Okay, now I will next move. Okay, can you see the diagram Johnson microcator? Okay, now you can see in this over here, this is what the total assembly is there. Actually it looks like. Okay, and there is a top, you can see there is a scale is there, in which this is all the mechanism is there by which the Abramson movements are carrying out for checking the workpiece. Now you can see in this diagram, in the color they have shown in the block where the plunger is there, it has been zoomed at the side. You can see a small surface cavities, or the up and down movements are there on the surface. It is the workpiece is not having the flat surface. Can you see over here in this diagram? Okay, can you see or not? Okay, so when there is an cavity, the plunger goes down. When there is a upward material is there, at that moment what happened, the plunger comes up, just like an speed breaker on the road. You can see the speed breaker on the road. Where the dump is there, what happens, the wheel of your car comes on that dump. When the dump overs, when then again it's come to an down to the flat surface of the road. Like this way the plunger movement, the you have seen the tailor swing machine is there. टेलर सिलाई का मशीन देखा ना अपना, टेलर का कैसा ऊपर नीचे नीडल होते रहता है उसका सिलाई करते समय. Just same way the movement of the plunger, if there is a rough surface on the workpiece, is also moves up and down. By this movement makes the variation of fall to the needles, by which you have to identify the range of the surface finish. Okay, now next I will show you the, I will zoom it the diagram and we will see the construction of this Johnson. Okay, the because the network is cutting at the middle. Wait, I will. It is once again reconnecting. So see, I am giving the anime this one color diagram. So I will share in the notes with the 2D diagram. Please compare and go the study with the color diagram and the 2D diagram both. Just if you want, we will start with the 2D diagram. Then we'll go for the color diagram. Okay, then you can understand easily. Just I would like to give the example of this comparators. So this comparator, if you have seen your motorcycle speedometer, okay, so from 0 to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 to 100 or 120 range the needle is moving, okay. But that speedometer is cable is connected to the tire where a small spindle is there, okay, which is connected to a small gear with a tire. That small spindle rotates over there and make the needle to move from this end to that end, okay. So such movements, okay, done for by the needle with the help of this small gear mechanism which is connected over there. So these types of movements are called as an magnifying movements, okay. So same things is done in the comparators also. So see, this is a Johnson Michelton comparators. I have just taken a 2D diagram over here. So I will take it first one before going to the working and the principles, okay. Just we will see the construction, which are the construction parts are assembled in these comparators and what basis these comparators work. Just now I have shown you the 2D or the color diagram of this Johnson Michelton comparators, okay. Now you can see over here there is a plunger is there, okay. This is what the plunger is there, sorry, this is what the plunger is there. This plunger is this is used for the measuring the movement of the workpiece, you can see over here. And this is a sliding washer. The sliding washer you can see in this at the side they have given the top view. This is a round circular washer is there where the slots are given. In that slots the plunger movement is been done, okay. Plunger movement is done means what, it helps or supports the plunger for the movement. Now over here also there are the two fixed links are there, sorry, two links are there. This is one of the link, okay, and this is another link is there. This link is connected with the spring elbow. It is an spring elbow, it is an extendable, okay. If you give the stress it can be extend, if you release the load, it can once again comes to its original position. Now over here there is a strip is there, this is called as a twisting strip is there. Okay, twisting strip is there, it is been twisted. Okay, strip is there, this strip is connected to an cantilever strip, and this cantilever strip is connected to the another link by the attaching of the screw. And in this twisting strip, the needle is been there. With the help of this twisting strip, the movement of the needles are been carried out. Okay, the movement of the needle is been done. Okay, because of this twisting strip, the needles can move in a high range of the variation. For that reason, the twisting strip is done, and total assembly movement is called as an Abron movements. Okay, because he has invented this comparator, scientist Abron has invented this comparator. For that reason, the movement of this are given as an Abron movement principle. Okay, now we will see the working on how does this work. Okay, so see, this is the workpiece is there. On this workpiece, this plunger moves. You can see there is a small tip is there, that is called as a plunger tip, small ball type is there. You can see over here, that is called as a plunger tip. With the help of this plunger tip, the movement on the upper surface of the workpiece is been done. Once the plunger comparators moves in the upper surface of the workpiece, okay, due to the difference on the variations in the upper surface of the workpiece, the plunger movements makes in upward and downward direction by the help of this guideway. When the plunger moves down, the spring is been extended in downward direction. When the plunger moves up, then the spring movement goes in an upward direction. Like this way, this cantilever works like an cantilever beam, in which once the pressure is applied, the spring is been extended. Once, so see over here, there is one more attachment is given to this plunger. Okay, plunger, this is the attachment which is connected to the bolt. Okay, by the adjustment of a screw, by where it is linked to the spring. Okay, once this plunger comes down, the spring pressure comes down. Once this spring pressure comes down, the twisting strip starts to twist, mean turns more and more. Okay, once it starts to more and more turning, okay, the needle, okay, you can see over here there is a needle pointer is there, which also starts to have the movements. Okay, once the needle starts to move according to the twisting strip, okay, the range of that needle is been displayed by the means of scale at the top. Okay, by having this scale, the needle starts to move. Okay, so the movement of the maximum movement of the range of that needle is been checked out, and it is been compared with the standard range of the workpiece. Okay, so this is how the Johnson migrator microcutter comparators work. Okay, now next we will go with the Six Sigma comparator. Okay, so see, you can see in the Sigma comparator, it is having the 300 to 5000 microns range is there, so it can be measured. In this, you can see the simple construction is there. Over here there is a plunger is there, that plunger is connected to an attached screw. At the top you can see the flexure plate is there. Okay, and this is a rectangular bar is there, which is connected to an attached screw, and over here you can see the flexible blocks are there. Okay, these flexible blocks are connected to the Y arm, Y shape arm is there. Okay, and this Y shape arm is connected to by the belt by the mean of an belt or the band to an another wheel is there. On that wheel, the scale is been attached. Over here you can see a needle is been attached. This needle movement is been shown on the scale. Okay, same procedure is there over here also.